guys, it's Channon Rose, and in today's video I'm going to tell you a story, well, kind of like a story of how I think that I was kind of just like born to be a porn star. And I know that that sounds like really bad, but from a very young age I did things that if you saw when I was younger, you would be like, she's gonna be a porn star. So first, we'll start this. Do I look like a frigid fucking bitch in this? I feel like because it goes up so high, I feel like kind of like frigidy, snotty, snooty. I don't know, it's the first time I'm wearing it. You guys will have to let me know what you think below. I just really like the color of this shirt, but I don't know if it actually is very flattering to me and makes me look kind of bitchy. I'm not sure. Let me know down below. Alright, so let's get into this story. So for those of you guys that have read my book, this one right here, you'll know because I talk about this in the very beginning of my book and I actually show pictures, and I'm going to show you the pictures from this book that I added in this book to you guys so you know what I mean. And even when I talk to my mom about this, she always laughs because she thinks it's funny. So I just want to start out by letting you guys know my parents are very liberal. Like, they are very like laid back, they're cool with like a lot of stuff. They're kind of just like whatever, you know what I mean? So they weren't like very strict parents. They didn't bring me up, you know, like we walked around naked all the time. When my parents got divorced, like in my mom's house, like all the girls, it was all girls living there, just my mom and my sister and I. And like we would all walk around naked, like whatever. And when we were little and like my friends came over, we would go swimming naked. Like we were young, you know, but still like walking around in diapers and shit. Well, maybe even a little bit older than that. We were still like naked. But so let me tell you some of these stories, because as I got older, you know, I didn't realize this stuff when I was younger, but as I got older, my mom, my sisters would tell me stories and I'd be like, that's so funny, because I look back on it now, you know, having done porn and like ended up in that industry, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like I was kind of just like born to be a porn star. So I was born in the Valley, and that's like porn capital of the world, you know, like Chatsworth. And ever since I was a little girl, I always loved like modeling and acting and like taking pictures. Like I would always want my mom to take pictures of me, except for these pictures were not like cute, like girly little girl pictures. They were full on sexy, like a sexy little beast when I was like way too young to be even thinking about trying to be sexy. I was like taking these sexy pictures, and my parents just let me do it. I don't know. They didn't say like, Shannon, you shouldn't pose like that, or like that's too sexy, like you're not old enough to be posing. They kind of just let me do my thing. Here I am, like this little girl, like posing extremely sexy, and I'm gonna show you some pictures in a second. So here's a picture. My mom dressed me like a little Playboy bunny. You can see right here. That's me, the little wee one. And that is like a Halloween picture of me dressed as a Playboy bunny. And I think it's so funny because I hosted Playboy TV for a while, and you know, there's little me dressed like a little bunny, which I thought was just, I mean, that picture is fucking adorable. But like, who dresses their little baby as a Playboy bunny? Mom, what were you thinking? I mean, I think it's cute. I would do it to my kid, but that's probably just because we're a little fucked up in the head. So here's like a little bit more conservative picture of me asking my mom to take pictures of me modeling in, like, you know, those little clothes that you get when you're little to like dress up and take pictures. So that's me. And then we advance to pictures like this. I don't even know how freaking old I am in this picture, but I am in lingerie posing with lipstick on, and I just think that that's really too sexy for a little girl to be posing like that. If that was my daughter, I'd be like, you put some clothes on, girlfriend. Like, you need to put some clothes on before you think I'm going to be taking like modeling pictures of you. There's some other pictures I wasn't allowed to put in this big book because it would be considered child pornography. But like growing up, I would ask my mom to take pictures of me and my friends like naked in the backyard, and we put like little flowers over our cupcake and like, you know, lay out on our lounge chairs, and like my mom took pictures. I know this sounds so bad, but like it's not like really child porn. Like she wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna sell these, or like, you know, give them to old men to like, it was nothing like that. But it was like me just being completely comfortable in my skin from such a young age, and being naked with like me and my friends and being like take pictures, like we're posing full on naked. We were out in the backyard swimming, but like still, I don't know how the hell my parents didn't say anything, or like, I don't know, I guess it didn't like occur to them that maybe that was just weird or wrong. But that's just kind of how I grew up. I loved that. I loved like posing and being naked and sexy and sensual. I'm just like very open sexually, and that's just how I've been since I was a little girl. And so like I kind of just feel like, oh, I was just kind of like destined to grow up and do porn. And you know, granted I don't do it anymore, but I just think it's so funny that like when I look back at that stuff, I'm like, wow, it kind of makes sense, you know? And then as I got older, like my teenage years, I started doing things that were just like illegal and not very good, but definitely in the sex industry, like in my teenage years, and you know, doesn't really surprise me. Looking back and seeing like how I was as a child, I don't know, I just kind of like always had that in me, I guess, from a very young age. So if you haven't read my book, I will link it down below. It's on Amazon and on Kindle. It's really inexpensive. I wanted to write this book to not just share my story with you guys, but also to be able to help other people that have gone through like difficult times or struggles. I've been through a lot, and I talk about it. I don't know, it's kind of a good book. It has good reviews on Amazon if you want to go check it out. Self promo. I just thought I'd share that story with you because it was kind of funny, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I want to tell that story because I think it's funny, and I don't think very many people know that about me, that like, you know, I didn't just, I mean, I accidentally got into the porn industry, but like when you think back on it, when I think back on it, I'm like, you know what, I think I was just kind of destined to do it. And sometimes you are just kind of like destined to do things, and it might not be the things that are accepted by society, but you do them anyways, and that's what I did. Instead of listening to what everybody else told me to do and what society thought was right, I did what in my heart felt like was right. And I'll tell so many people, they probably think that that's disgusting or wrong or whatever, but I don't think there's anything wrong with sex. And I think that it's just silly that there's such like a bad connotation linked with like sex, and it's a natural thing and everybody does it, and people should stop being so uptight about that shit. So anyways, that's my message for the day. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Just hit that little red button below. I'll let you know when I have new videos like this one coming out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you guys all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah!